Love you.
If you could have a guide, someone to help you tell your story, give you the tools to reach your ideal customer, lead you to living your dreams and turning a profit, would you follow it? Everyone, every passion has a place in this world, and each has the potential to be unstoppable. It's time to buckle up and tune in to your personal strategist, life purpose coach and marketing maven, Lindy Chaffin Start.
Hello. Welcome to the studio this Boxing Day. This is Lindy Chaffin Start coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia. We've made it to the other side of the holiday for us here in America. It has been a hurried holiday season for sure, but we're full, and I feel so blessed and grateful to be here with you today. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday, whatever tradition you happen to observe. I hope it was wonderful, and there was lots of and laughter in your lives. It's a good time. This is kind of a laid-back show. This is our wrapping up the end of the year. Great time to sit down with my daughter, who's in the studio with me today. Annelise, say hello.
Hi, everybody.
We're going to be talking about children's toy advertising, and we're going to kind of get a recap through Annelise's eyes and what she thought what struck her the most during the holiday season. She's 7 years old. She is obviously a girl. She has always been very vocal about her opinions when it comes to things that she likes, things that she doesn't like, her perceptions about things. And I think the wisdom is something we all need to pay attention to. So we're going to wrap up the year. But this is stuff that you can carry with you into next year. Mattel, if you're listening, here you go. Other small businesses, as we know, this show is all about small business marketing. Small business owners out there, listen up, because there's going to be some important information in here for you. So as you all know, I am the owner and creative director here at Unstoppable Start Studios, and I work with small businesses across the country to help them grow their business, develop their marketing, become more present in the marketplace, and I am truly grateful every single day for what I get to do, and thank you for letting me be part of your journey. So before we get on to Q&A with Annelise, let's talk a little bit about strategies in children's toy advertising. Annelise's age group in particular, there are online games, interactive websites. There's of opportunity to get in front of kids. Isn't that right, Annelise?
Yeah.
What kind of games do you like to play online?
I like Animal Jam and Roblox.
Right. And what about your games? Are there any ads that pop up in the actual game itself?
No, not many ads. Like sometimes there might be ads for like upcoming movies. So there's this game, Hide and Seek Extreme, in Roblox. And whenever a new movie is going to come out, they put posters of it around the maps that you hide in.
Nice. I like that. So that's definitely some advertising going on there, right? Product placement. Yeah, that's pretty smart. And you see those things. You pay attention to them, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So as you see, there's lots of opportunity to reach kids in this tween to early teen age group. Toy ads, the media space for toy ads has grown quickly. It's not like it used to be, and marketers still do this. Any smart marketer will. You have the impulse. They always put things that are going to attract kids on the lower shelves. Have you ever walked into a store and seen that? That's the way that works. They're trying to get the 2-year-old who's walking with their mom to see the stuffy on the shelf and take it home. Mommy, 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 I want this. It's kind of the same thing in digital marketing. Kids see television, broadcast television, video games. They see the toy catalogs towards the end of the year, and believe me, we get pumped with one a week. I honestly don't know how companies can keep them coming. It's wonderful because it gives you lots of ideas, but it still can be overwhelming to get that many, and I can only imagine. And not everybody has that kind of marketing budget. So, here we go. Why children are drawn to toys. There's an emotional piece to this for them. Kids don't always see advertisements as what they are, which is a sales pitch. They can quickly become emotionally invested if they see a toy that, to an icon that they love. We'll throw Disney characters out there. For example, we see this every time Disney or Pixar releases it, or DreamWorks releases a new animated movie. There's always the toys that follow, and they've mastered the art of releasing the movie during the summer and having the toy for Christmas. It's fabulous. But that's kind of what kids relate to, right? Is that right, Annelise?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So the other thing is, it's not all about holiday season stuff. And Annelise, one of the toys Lisa's list, and it's for her. She threw out the word brand this morning. I was so proud. Is Nerf. Is a huge thing. Nerf guns. It's not Nerf balls anymore. It's Nerf guns. And, Nerf has mastered the art of showing kids having a great time pounding each other with these little Nerf bullets. And it's all like extreme fun, diving behind trees and rocks. And, so that's something that's really going to capture the attention of a child, is being able to have that kind of fun. They're going to catch it in that app, and they're going to want that toy. So food is also another big thing. Tying it in food. Annelise, what's one of your favorite shows on Netflix?
I like Fuller House a lot.
Fuller House is huge. If anybody out there watches Fuller House, you know that there's a constant play on popular items. Product placement is pretty typical with that show. It's all quite and done well. They don't fail at it. They do a really good job, and all of the characters are well developed and a lot of fun to watch. So it's for kids. It's a lot about emotion. It's not as much for an adult. You would think more logically. Like, it's either going to be, I want to give you something that you love, or I want to give you something that is practical. But kids are totally different. So, Annelise, talk to you for just a minute. Tell me, what was one of the toys that jumped out at you in the last few weeks, either in video game, YouTube, or television advertising?
Probably mostly Vega. It's like a scooter it's an electric scooter actually turned into a motorbike in seconds.
That sounds like the coolest thing ever, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what about the Vega that captured your attention?
Like, it's compatible for children 3 ages and up, and it's safe, and mostly that it's just one boring thing. it can transform into two different things.
Okay, so this one thing, it's not just one toy that you're getting, it's two. It's a scooter that morphs into a bike, and it's electric, right?
Yes.
So is that exciting for you to think about tooling around the neighborhood on this scooter thingy?
Yeah, it actually seems kind of fun because there's so many hills in our neighborhood, and I just want to ride down every single one of them with an extra boost of electricity.
Right? Exactly. That sounds like a lot of fun. So did you happen to catch a price point for this?
Well, not really.
Okay. So price wasn't something that concerned you.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So where did you see the commercial? Was it YouTube? Was it television?
I see it on like channel all the time on TV.
Mhm. And do you think they did a good job presenting it? Do you think it appeals to lots of kids?
Yes, it probably mostly appeals to boys because not a lot of girls are into like getting their hands dirty, going outside.
Fair enough. I am so grateful that you're a tomboy. I love you. Thank you. That's great, honey. Thank you so much. So, lots of wisdom from a young woman, and lots more to come. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll keep talking about strategies in children's toy marketing, and we'll talk more with Annelise about sites of hers. We'll be right back.
We all wish we had a few extra hours and a few less things to do in our hurried days. By tuning into Unstoppable, hosted by life purpose coach and marketing maven Lindy Chaffin Start, you'll hear success stories of how other entrepreneurs have uncovered their passions and learned to live a balanced, purposeful life. You'll receive tips and tools to market and grow your business, wrangle the chaos, and design the life you've dreamt of. Learn how to be unstoppable by tuning in to InspiredChoicesNetwork.com every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Are you a subject matter expert? Are you here to share your expertise with an audience waiting to hear from you in only the way you can deliver? Are you ready to have your voice amplified across the airwaves? Inspired Choices Network has a global radio platform streaming to millions of people across the world. Professionally produced and supported by an accomplished team every step of the way, you can broadcast from anywhere in the world, knowing your voice matters, and we ensure it is delivered with ease and efficiency. Eager to hear your message, the world awaits. Contact us today to become an Inspired Choices Network radio host. Email becomeahost@inspiredchoicesnetwork.com. This is Unstoppable with life purpose coach and marketing maven Lindy Chaffin Start. If you have a question about marketing your small business or finding balance as an entrepreneur, or you're just trying to get up the courage to do your own thing, let Lindy know. You can call in the U.S. 815-880-8255, Canada 613-800-8736, or Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. Now, back to Unstoppable.
Hey, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. We're talking about every toy today with 11-year-old Annelise here in the studio. Before we get back to our conversation, though, let me share. If you are at all interested in talking about your marketing, feel free to visit my website. It's www.unstoppablestart.com. There's a contact form at the bottom of the page. If you want to talk about a toy that you're trying to get to market, if you want to add advertising, if you want to just talk through some ideas, I'm here to talk things marketing and small business and happen to be a life coach on top of it. So I lend my ear and shoulder and advice and direction and hopefully help you get fence and start putting yourself out there. It's important. So getting back to our conversation about children and toys post-holiday, we've talked a little bit about the video game and how marketers can get in front of kids. And so, Annelise has shared that a lot of that is embedded in the actual game. But I'm going to go to YouTube for a second because I know, so Annelise, I know that there are a number of gamers that you follow on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Okay. And those gamers, when you're watching their videos, do they have commercials pop up like mid-video?
Yeah, they have commercials like one that I saw yesterday. I was in the middle of a video, and I was watching, and I watched the break, and it was about Scruffaloos. And Scruffaloos apparently are fluff balls that you in packages, and then you give them water stuff, and they turn into this animal. It's either a bunny, a cat, or a dog.
Well, that sounds interesting. So what did you think about their presentation? How did they present it? Was it, this amazing, miraculous wonder pet, or how did they present it exactly? Do you remember?
They showed you how to work with it, added some music to it, and they basically used marketing.
Okay. So was it appealing to you, or do you think it'd be better for younger, older?
I think it would be better for 7 and 8-year-olds because they have more of an understanding for things that magically turn different.
Okay, that's fair. So let me ask you this question. So if you thought that toy was more appropriate for 7 and 8-year-olds, being an 11-year-old, then do you think the gamer you are watching is appropriate for 7 and 8-year-olds, or did the marketers miss the mark on that?
I think marketers missed the mark on that because the gamer that I watch has stuff because she films basically everything she does online. Well, not everything, but every game she plays. So whenever she plays a game that you build houses on in Roblox, she films it and she can make her videos an hour long. So she will put multiple ads, 6 ads. And I don't think it's appropriate for 7 and 8-year-olds because there's that more seem like real life, what happens when you're on social media for a while. You get fans. And the fans will just follow her around in the game. And some people are stalker fans. And so they will stalk her.
Oh.
She will film this all live on camera.
Wow. That sounds pretty intense for 7 and 8-year-olds, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why do you think it was that the marketers chose that particular gamer to insert their toy?
Well, some of her videos are kid appropriate, ones about cutesy pie things for dares that her mom tells her to do. But I think if it was an older sister like me watching those videos, she would want to go and ask her mom to buy her little sister that specific thing.
Okay, that's interesting. It's an interesting perspective. Thank you, honey. So, as you can see, the kids pay attention. They are paying attention to what's going on. So you, as the business owner, the person with the item that you want to share and grab the attention of the child, YouTube, obviously, a great advertising medium. Games, obviously, that great advertising medium. So things to keep in the back of your mind. We were just kind of talking about this, but the captive audience piece of it, unless they turn away to go to the bathroom during this, video that they're watching on YouTube, kids can't really escape those ads, just like you can't. They pop up for us. I mean, I've noticed a lot more on Facebook that the ads pop up mid-video, and, your video will start again after the ad. You are a captive audience. You're like, I want to finish watching what I was watching. What are you doing? Another way that people are actually reaching kids, and I don't know that this is true for our school district, but apparently there are some buses that actually have radio shows piped through the overhead. Do you guys have shows or music piped in on your buses? You've ridden once. Do you know? Do you remember?
No, sometimes they do. Like, one bus that I went on, well, actually, my friend went on it when we were going on a field trip to a museum. Their bus was it was better than regular buses, because regular buses don't have bathrooms, TVs, or air conditioning. And that bus had it all. It had tintos, so the students didn't get their eyes hit with sunlight or rain dripped on them. But so they had a TV in there, and they were watching Ice Age, and there were like advertisements for different shows and stuff.
Oh, interesting. So there again, here are buses that carry our children, and they can pipe either television or overhead music, radio, whatever, through the speakers. Isn't that interesting? So they, again, here they are with a captive audience. So, Annelise, what was another toy that stood out to you this holiday season?
Definitely LOL Surprise.
Oh my goodness, LOL Surprise. So tell me about this LOL Surprise. What does it do?
So
what is it?
LOL Surprises usually are like little things. They've come out with mega ones and ginormous ones and all types of big ones. And each one gets bigger and bigger as the business begins to grow. And then they're mostly compatible for like 5 and 6-year-olds, because it's like when it is watching their favorite show on Disney Channel, and then LOL Surprise ads pop up, or YouTube or whatever. LOL Surprise ads pop up, and it shows these girls doing unboxings of the LOL Surprise as the ads. And the one that I saw the other day was like, oh my gosh, so sold, scared of losing LOL Surprise dolls.
Huh. That's interesting. So, is there something about the LOL Surprise that misses the mark for you? For you, as an 11-year-old, as a very sophisticated 11-year-old?
Mostly the fact that they're little things that can, well, so I love my pets, right? I love my kitten, I love my cat, I love my 2 dogs, and I don't want them to be put in danger. What if your dog is in like a playful, just had dinner, it just had breakfast, whatever, it just had a very treat. It maybe had tons of treats because you probably spilled them. And then he finds one of your LOL surprises, it would endanger his health because he could choke on it. And that.
Okay. That's a fair observation. So, taking into account your pet's health and well-being, you would say it's not something that would appeal to you personally, but you think it might appeal to folks without pets and younger kids, but not younger than 3 because of choking hazards?
Yeah, but it's like, I think it appeals to them because of the whole fashion can dress them up. And sometimes you can even, like, change their hair color, dipping their head in water.
Oh, that's interesting. So that's the LOL surprise. And yes, I have been with you when we've been Disney and I've seen those come up. I'm trying to think if we've seen that on any other channels or if it's mainly just Disney.
I see it on YouTube.
You do on YouTube. So for their demographic, you remember what it is, right? That the group of people that the marketers are trying to reach. Do you think they're reaching their demographic by advertising on Disney and YouTube?
I don't think so much about YouTube because most older kids watch YouTube, and again, they might see it and they want to get one for their little sister or little brother. Got it.
I think that's smart. So the marketers are hitting their primary and secondary targets then, which is good. That's very good. So I have one last question about this before we go to break, Annelise. That is, do you think it has more to do with emotion or fun when the advertisers are presenting this particular toy to their target, say on the Disney Channel when they have the commercial? Do you think it's emotion or fun?
I think it would mostly be fun because some of them come like in little capsules. Like my little sister had one that was in it and you had to open it and figure out clues.
Ooh. That's interesting. Okay. So fun. Fun sounds like a word on this one. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll talk about grabbing the attention of the younger group. We'll call them Gen Z. And we'll talk more with Annelise about her observations with the toy marketing this holiday season. We'll be right back.
We all wish we had a few extra hours and a few less things to do in our hurried days. By tuning into Unstoppable, hosted by life purpose coach and marketing maven Lindy Chaffin Start, you'll hear success stories of how other entrepreneurs have uncovered their passions and learned to live a balanced, purposeful life. You'll receive tips and tools to market and grow your business, wrangle the chaos, and design the life you've dreamt of. Learn how to be unstoppable by tuning in to InspiredChoicesNetwork.com every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Time. This is Unstoppable with life purpose coach and marketing maven Lindy Chaffin Start. If you have a question about marketing your small business or finding balance as an entrepreneur, or you're just trying to get up the courage to do your own thing, let Lindy know. You can call in the U.S. 815-880-8255, Canada 613-800-8736, or Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. Now, back to Unstoppable.
And welcome back to Unstoppable. This is Lindy Chaffin Start here in the studio with my dear 11-year-old Annelise Start today. It is Boxing Day in various places around the world. We are just on the other side of Christmas here in the U.S. and in Atlanta. it was a blessed holiday, and I hope there are lots of people out there available and enjoying this show. If you have questions, feel free to reach out through the website and let me know how I can help. So, getting back to our discussion on toy marketing, what do you think about repetition, seeing things over and over again? Is that big for you? I mean, is it important you see things over and over and over again for them to stick in your brain?
Probably. Yeah, it actually is. I had to think about that. Sorry. So like Flip-A-Zoos, they show the song 4 or 5 times during the episode of the show that you're watching on Disney Channel. Even has this weird little jingle that I do not like. It gets stuck in my head at school, and sometimes I sing it in class, and everybody just stares at me.
I love it. Thanks for that. Yes, jingles were meant to be earbuds for sure, or depending on what part of the world you're from. So yeah, it doesn't surprise me that hearing it over and over again makes it pop right back up in your head. That is very cute. And now you've gone out and you've sung the jingle, and all of your friends in class are looking at you. So do you think they're now remembering the jingle and you've carried out the advertising process for this marketer?
Yes, I think so, because I see my friends singing it at recess and at lunch and talking about Flip-A-Zoos sometimes.
Isn't that funny? Oh my goodness. That's a pretty smart marketer. So, are there any other toys that you saw use the repetitive mark?
Probably Boxy Girls would be one.
Okay.
Yeah, mostly Boxy Girls.
Okay, tell me about Boxy Girls. What are they?
So they are basically the same things as Barbies, but worse. They are little dolls that are in boxes, but they're taller than LOL Surprise. And they come with their own accessories, and you have to unbox them, and people do videos of unboxing them, and it just unbox, and it's way too much.
Interesting. So what is it about, I mean, for your age group, you're 11, so what is it about these Boxy Girls that doesn't make sense to you?
Mostly the fact that they don't reach the audience more. Like, they don't reach older ages, like 4 or 5.
Okay, so these are intended for 4 or 5-year-olds.
Yes.
Is there a message, like American Girl dolls, obviously, they have stories that you can kind of dig into and get behind and love the character. So that's character development and, showing that girls can be strong and brave and fantastic. And Barbie is kind of the same way. So does this particular Boxy Girl have a message that stands out to you? What are they all about?
I think they're mostly just a fun toy girls, but that doesn't really make sense, because wouldn't it be like a learning tool for girls?
I think dolls certainly can be a learning tool for girls and boys alike. What do you think?
I don't think it's a learning tool because it's mostly just something to have fun to carry around with you. But it's teaching kids not to socialize. They're socializing with dolls, not people that they can talk to or people who will listen.
Interesting point. So, what about video games then? You really socialize in a video game, can you?
You can, but I think you can really get to know somebody by just talking to them throughout the game. I think you can see their personality, whether they're playing this game to get away from their world or playing it just for fun because they're bored.
Fair enough. Trying to escape homework.
Yes.
So we've talked about strategies, effective strategies too, in front of the younger generation, Gen Z. Gen Z is what are they, 17 and below at this point? So that's what you are, Annelise. I'm a Gen X and you are a Gen Z. So are there other methods or other places, Annelise, that you have seen toys advertised that have interested you?
Mostly Razor with all of their scooters, and they have electric bikes and mopeds. And I think it would appeal to boys more because, again, most girls do not like getting their hands dirty, playing in them, getting their clothes dirty.
That's fair. So where have you seen Razor advertised?
I said on the news, on Disney, and on Freeform mostly.
Oh. Okay. Let's see. Have you seen any of the retailers like Target or Walmart or Macy's do any particular product push like Razor?
Yes, I've seen Target lately do a product push of certain things.
Is there something about Target's ads that catches your attention when they come on?
Not really. Just probably the catchy jingle that they put in your head, like Old Navy and Burlington have these jingles. But Burlington has something meaningful, they have coat donate bins there. It's where you can take an old coat that you might have brought with you, and you're going to the coat factory, so you might as well go get a new coat, and you can donate an old coat while you're there.
Oh, so here's a retailer with a mission, huh? That's interesting. Yeah. So is helping people something that's important to you and your generation, Annelise?
Yes. I was going to organize my toys and pick out which ones I'm going to donate this year, since it's it's past Christmas, and I wanted to donate some for the new year. And I wanted to make some kids happy who might not have gotten toys for Christmas.
I think that's a fabulous idea. And now that here we are past Christmas, I think definitely it's time to share those extra toys that you in there with folks who might need them a little bit more than you do. So is there a toy that you're looking forward to receiving from Santa Claus this year?
Not really any toys, but there are a few on my wish list. Like, I like moosh mooshes. Moosh mooshes are stuffed animal pillows that are super duper fluffy, and you can name them, and you can collect them. Like, I started collecting one that my mom got me a few weeks ago, and it had snowflakes on it.
Right. So moosh mooshes were a hot toy and will be a hot toy for coming into the new year. Are there other? I know there are because I've seen them. The moosh moosh style critter. What was the toy that started that? Do you remember?
I don't really know. I think it was just pillows, and people decided to combine pillows and stuffed animals.
Right, but there was one in particular out of Japan. It was it did the catacorn. We saw it at Barnes and Noble, and it's just completely escaped me. And I know it has you because I'm asking you the question. So we're going to take a quick break and come back and finish up our conversation. Post-holiday toy recap. What's hot, what's not, why, who it reached. We'll be back in just a minute.
We all wish we had a few extra hours and a few less things to do in our hurried days. By tuning into Unstoppable, hosted by life purpose coach and marketing maven Lindy Chaffin Start, you'll hear success stories of how other entrepreneurs have uncovered their passions and learned to live a balanced, purposeful life. You'll receive tips and tools to market and grow your business, wrangle the chaos, and design the life you've dreamt of. Learn how to be unstoppable by tuning in to InspiredChoicesNetwork.com every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, and 10 a.m. Pacific Time. This is Unstoppable with life purpose coach and marketing maven Lindy Chaffin Start. If you have a question about marketing your small business or finding balance as an entrepreneur, or you're just trying to get up the courage to do your own thing, let Lindy know. You can call in the U.S. 815-880-8255, Canada 613-800-8736, or Skype us at Inspired Choices Network. Now, back to Unstoppable.
And welcome back. Thank you for joining us today. We have been in the studio talking with 11-year-old Annelise, my terrific and awesome daughter, who is giving us her breakdown of how the marketing may have reached her age group or not, what was hot and what didn't work. We've gotten some pretty interesting insight so far. Thank you, Annelise. Are there any other toys that you wanted to talk about? Anything else that jumped out at you in particular?
Not really. Probably Vega mostly jumped out at me, but not any other ones.
Right. And we've already talked through the Vega. What about the American Girl dolls and the Barbies? I know this is kind of, you're in that age where it's not really as much in vogue as it used to be. It's not as enjoyable as it was when you were younger. But have you seen a lot of advertising from those particular brands of toys?
No, I have not. I have not seen anything besides Barbies, besides on Target commercials. And there are no American Girl doll commercials anymore besides the catalogs you get in the mail.
Oh, okay. So American Girl is reaching its market through catalog. Interesting. So here's a good question for you. What is your favorite kind of advertising? Is there something that speaks to you more than something else?
No, not anything else besides like Vega and clothing brands. Like sometimes there might be commercials for Vans, which are a type of shoes that girls might seem to love because they just like the feeling of having shoes that are pretty expensive.
Uh-oh. I think we might have lost Annelise.
I'm right here.
Oh, there she is. All right, can you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
I think Vans most reaches us, girls like my age and boys my age, because they just feeling of wearing, basically, I'm quoting a song, pun intended, pumped up kicks.
Nice. All right, so Vans has given you the impression that pumped up kicks, their shoes are the coolest, you want their cool shoes. So the brand is more interesting to you than the message. Well, no, that's kind of a combination of the two. That's interesting. I like that, that you recognize that in the Vans brand. And they are definitely pretty much all skater all the time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what about annoying types of advertising? What's annoying to you?
Probably boxy girls and sometimes flipazoos because, oh wait, I can't about the LOS part. I mean, those girls' voices on the commercials are just like, hi guys, today we're unboxing blah, 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 blah. Girls my age don't want to hear about that. They want to hear about the hottest toys. They want to see people unbox American Girl dolls, Barbies, shoes, clothes, stuff like that.
Is there a clothing line that you found that has a really great message for girls?
Not yet, but I'm sure as far as we get away from the clothing and closer to New Year, I mean, as far away as I can't talk right now, I'm so tired. As far
I understand.
as far as the clothes go, we're getting closer and closer to New Year, so there's going to be like new improved clothes for girls.
Sure. What do you think about the whole like girls rock, that message that you see on shirts? Girls are the coolest, girls are the best, girls are, what do you think about all that message?
I think that it's meaningful, but if boys are sitting there watching the news with their parents and something like that comes up with Target, it might be kind of offensive to boys, like 2012, I think, when that was going on. Girls rule, boys rule, stuff like that. People got really offended, and people got written up by the teacher.
Right. A very good point. A very good point indeed. So girls rock is a pretty meaningful message. But you guys, just like, and this is just my own personal observation. So when I was little, segregation had passed, but it was still very present in the minds of the people who were raising me, my generation, right? So we had a different perception than you do now. Now, your generation has been raised, you don't see colors. You don't see races and religions. You see other people, which is really cool. When I was a little girl, everything for girls was pink and everything for boys was blue. Everything with girls was dolls. Everything for boys was trucks. And now everything's kind of combined. So the statement, as Annelise was saying, that girls rock, girls rule, I don't know that they necessarily need to be reminded of these things anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. I think they came out of the womb knowing that they were spot on, intended to be here, and they don't need the reminder. I feel like when it comes to developing product and developing marketing for boys, like we're showing them plenty of things that excite them, drones, trucks, cars, Hot Wheels, but where's the boy rock in all of this? Where's the boys are awesome? Boys are just awesome as girls are. So let's not lose sight of that. I think there's lots of opportunity out there moving into the next year or two for us to show, that we're learning this generation. So, gosh, already it's time. It's time to close the show. And I'm having so much fun talking to my kid. It has been a great for you to be here, Annelise. Thank you for being part of the show today.
I have something to say first before we go. It's a quote
please do.
On that. It's the whole, you were talking about how segregation passed, but people were still, raising their kids to think one race bad and another was good. But nowadays, I've been hearing peaceful speeches because of
Thank you for being
people.
Inspired Choices